What's up, everybody? It's Markiplier. Logging on once again to tell you about, how good it is to... Oh, shit, what's happening there? That's not what I wanted to press. I'm just staring into a black void for, like... Hopefully it wasn't too long. Anyway, I was gonna do a bit about, like, Markiplier advertising Lunchly, but, yeah, that didn't really work out too well, did it? Anyway, it's me. It's Ethan. I'm live. Hello! What the fuck's going on there? Oh god, I've got to put a whole bunch of chemicals on my face, don't I? What's poppin'? How we doing? Was listening to prog rock, but now it's Ethan time? That's right! The only progressive rock you need in your life is the rock that weighs down your time from 5 PM PST almost. I was so close to something, but then I didn't get to it. Hello, it's me, Ethan. What's poppin'? How are you doing? The fit? Hell yes. I like this fit. It's one of my favorite tops that I have. It's surprisingly very comfortable. Like, it's stretchy, it's aerodynamic. I enjoy it. That looks super washed out for some reason. I'm gonna turn that light down. Hold on. That's better. Every time I do one of these things, the light setup in my room dramatically changes. And it's the worst. I try my best to keep consistent, but somehow, someway, that never ends up quite working out. It's very barbarian, and that's exactly right. It shows off the muscles, and it's also a little fruity, which I enjoy. Now, where's my shit? I feel like I'm missing the one thing that I need to actually get started. Let's see, are you it? No. I thought I had primer in here. Did I not take primer with me? Did I not take primer with me? No, wait, I did. It's here. Never mind. I never think this is primer. I always think it's like lip balm or something like that. But it never is. You should always get started when you're doing a makeup look with a good set of primer. Now, this sounds like expert advice, but I don't actually know whether it's true or not. It's just what I've been told. A little fruity is one way to put it. I mean, that's just how I'm trying to be, you know? The kind of fruit that I'm going for are the zesty ones. The oranges, the mangoes. Nope, that's not citrus. And where's my little mirror? That's my little mirror. I got this cool little mirror that's like... I've had this just sitting in the cupboard for like a million billion years and I've just like never used it for anything. And then I was like, oh, I do like makeup live stream. That's actually like perfect for what I need to do. Who would have thunk? Fruity is a vineyard. Actually, vineyards have grapes. Which are their own sort of subtle classification of weird berry thing. Okay. Wow. I can already feel sweat pouring down my face. This is gonna be incredible. Grapes of fruit? Okay, now I know you're just messing with me. Listen, grapes sit within one of those, like, weirdly obscure classifications of things. Like, oh, peanut's not a nut, it's a legume. Like, it's one of those things, you know? Like, berries are fruit, but grapes aren't berries, and grapes are also not fruit. You know what I mean? Like, it's just one of those things. And, like, that's fine. You know? We just need to, like, accept that into our hearts and minds. Grape is literally a fruit. I mean, look, you can keep telling lies on the internet if you want. Like, I'm not gonna fucking believe them. Like, this is the there's no audio thing all over again. Like, that's fucking... Come on. Ethan, you might just be insane. Oh, no. It's one of those things. Listen, I know my fruit's alright. Like, fruit is literally, like, one of my favorite classifications of, like, thing to eat. So I know what's a fruit and what's not, and grape is not a fruit. Like, I can tell you that much. Grape is not fruit. Grapefruit, ironically, is. And Betty told this man that grapes are fruits. Listen, you can keep lying to me all you want, but, like, fucking... I know what I'm about. It's like how oranges aren't, like... Oranges aren't fruits, they're citrus, so it's like its own classification of thing. Or it's like how lemons are not actually naturally occurring in our own sort of, you know, physical environment that we've cultivated. That's true, lemons aren't naturally occurring in the wild. They are a hybrid, where you crossbreed a citron with a bitter orange, which means life did not give us lemons. We invented those fuckers ourselves. Sultanas seem like their own desperate thing from grapes, though. Yeah, no, grapes, like, it's been a fucking million billion years since I've had sultanas, like, I miss them, honestly. Alright. Basics. I left for a minute to look up if grapes were fruits, and they said that they were. Look, it's one of those, like, common misconceptions, you know what I mean? Like, it's fine. Google would never lie. Look, it's, like, Google's had its whole, like, AI thing recently, so, like... You can't trust anything you see on the internet anymore. Like, that's the biggest thing that, like, I've sort of come to a conclusion of. You know what I mean? That's actually a really sad thing about the internet these days, is that you can't really, like, Google pretty much anything anymore. Like, if you want information on the internet, like, that's not where you're gonna get it. I've reverted to going to a library and, like, physically picking up books for the things that I need to find information about, and let me tell you, that shit fucks. Like, no jokes, no goofs, like, nothing like that. Like, it's fucking... Everyone should get a library card. Everyone should get a library cord. Conspiracy theory. I know what I'm about. Oh yeah, the UDM14 thing. Like, that's actually a really useful service. Like, the ability to search for things on the internet without just, like, the slew of AI bullshit that comes up. Like, you don't realize how good it is until, like, you finally go back to a system like that. I gotta fucking, like, bookmark that link. Like, that's, I feel like that's something I'm gonna need for my own daily use. I also gotta remind myself not to click on random links that get put in the chat, because, like, the one time that's gonna end up not giving me a virus is this time right here. Yo, do you like cosplay? I love cosplay. Never done it myself before. I've never done cosplay myself. I've always been, like, quasi-interested in it. Like, I've been interested in it from the perspective of, like, you know, making your own costume and, like, going through the actual, like, creative process of it. Like, for sort of, like, the alt-fashioned stuff that I do, like, that's just sort of, like, clothes that I wear sort of thing. I think that if I was gonna do cosplay in any sort of capacity, it would be, like, stuff that I've made myself. You know what I mean? Like, to me, the craft is the part that I find really interesting. You know what I mean? I tried to make Ethan cosplay Five Nights at Freddy's with me. Listen, give me a couple more Halloweens under my belt just to get used to the concept, and, you know, who knows what'll happen. Who knows what will happen. Hey, how's it going? Alright, okay. The base foundation is down. What's going on with my lights? Why am I all washed out? I gotta fix that. Lights! Warminate! Let's go with this one over here. Like, every time I try to, like, start streaming with a new lighting setup, just, like, it immediately backfires on me. That's a go. Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's see, warm up those lights a little bit more. See, the problem is that I just have, like, the same light for everything. Like, the one little ring light that I have that, you know, powers my streams is also what I use to, like, film all my TikToks and whatever. You know, those funny little TikTok dances that all the youths are doing these days. So I'm always using it for that shit, which means I'm changing the settings, like, every 2 seconds. You know what I mean? No clothes is best clothes, I live like a chimp. I mean, listen. Any life that can be described as chimp-like is definitely a life that I want to be a part of. I'm one of those guys that's like, fucking... Hey, is this monkey doing a cool thing? Fuck yes. Can never go wrong with Dysphoria hoodie. Hell yeah! We love that. Listen, sometimes all we need is just, like, a cool baggy hoodie that, like, hides 90% of our body. You know? You know what I mean? I don't know what else chimps do. Chimps just vibe, fam. Like, that's what I'm in it for. Okay. Ooh, banana. I fucking, like, love all those, like, ancient Donkey Kong noises. Fucking love them. My plan is to wear clothes that hide my body until I have a body that's hot enough to show off. Honestly, that's not a bad plan. It's more or less what I did. Well, I think for me, it was less about having a body that was quote-unquote hot enough to show off, and more about, you know, getting into the headspace of feeling alright about my body. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like... Because, like, I used to be a bigger kid. I used to be a chunkier kid, sort of thing. Like, I had my fitness journey, I lost a bunch of weight, but I think that if I could, like, go back in time, and I was still, like, you know, chunky, I could fucking get it. Alright? The problem was that I wasn't getting it. And that was entirely my fault. You know what I mean? Hey, hey! Yeah, like, I'm just gonna press powder in my nose, that's fine. But yeah, I think for me, it's like, yeah, for me, it's very much a case of, like, yeah, like, I lost a bunch of weight, but I don't think that was the thing that, quote-unquote, like, gave me confidence, or, like, gave me more confidence. I mean, of course I think you can say that with hindsight, sort of thing, like, you know, I'm looking back on it. But, like, when I was young, and when I was a bit more, like, overweight, for lack of a better term, I really wasn't taking care of myself. And I think that at the end of the day, like, that was the biggest thing for my self-esteem, was the fact that I wasn't actively taking care of myself. You know what I mean? And yeah, so, if I could go back in time, and exist again as a chunkier guy, I could get it. Because I love myself now. Pretty? Thank you, YouTube user with a name that's all kanji that I can't read because the only language I can read is English, and arguably I can't do that very well. But I thank you for the compliments. I was able to drink a swimming pool, my stomach has shrunk a fair amount. That's insane. My stomach cannot hold very much. I can't drink all that much. All of my weight goes to my tummy for like a day, and it's like... Yeah, it's hard. Like, the thing that I find with weight and weight management is that, like, for me at least, it's so fluctual. You know what I mean? Like, like, for me, weight and weight loss is always... It's always, like, an ongoing battle for me. I say battle, but that implies, like, a win state or a loss state. But for me, it's sort of just, like, more of an ongoing journey sort of thing. But I do have the cognitive... I'm fine. But I do have the cognizance. And, like, I do have the cognizance, overall, that, like... what was I saying? I completely ghosted on it. I don't know. Bodies are hard. I think that's sort of where I am ending up with that. Listen, I'm just yapping. You know what I mean? What are your pronouns? My pronouns are he, him. Thank you for asking. YouTube user Murphy. Stygian, have you tried protein powder? No, but I will be trying estrogen. I mean, they're more or less the same thing. It's absolutely not true. Absolutely not true. I think the last time I did this, I completely forgot to, like, use a dark contouring powder. A dark contouring powder, like, on my neckline, which is something that, I haven't done a lot of recently. It's normally a go-to, because I like using a bit of contouring powder around my neck to, like, accentuate my jawline and my quote-unquote masculine features. And see, the great thing about streaming is that I only need to use the dark contouring powder on this side of my face. Because you don't see this side, because I never turn my head that way. You have better hair than me. It's all a ruse, my friend. My noggin right now is propped up with 4 liters of hairspray and dry shampoo. There ain't shit in this anymore. I can't get fucking anything out of there. Here, I'll use some of my, like, eyeshadow palette to, like, darken up my neckline down here. I just gotta remember to really, like, get it in there. Doing makeup like how I paint models. Smart. I do my makeup like I paint my Warhammer models. I don't. That's a lie. What and how you've been doing for the past while, Ethan? Well, YouTube user Drywall Eater 9000. I've been in Australia for the last couple of months. My beautiful home country. You know what I mean? I took a trip back to my home country of Australia for a good couple of months, just so I could see family and things like that, you know? Like, for me, you know, I wanted to see family again for a bit because, like, I hadn't seen them since I moved to Canada. And let's face it, I didn't want to fucking travel in December when, like, all of the plane tickets are going to be, like, $7 billion. So I took a bit of time to, you know, go out, see my folks, see all the people I haven't seen in a full calendar year, and it was great, honestly. It was a lot of fun, but it was 3 weeks of my time, sort of thing, and so now I'm very sleepy, which was why I wasn't streaming a lot. Well, I mean, I mostly wasn't streaming a lot because I was also doing a lot of things, which is like, you know, I'm a busy boy. I like doing stuff. Let's see, what? I feel like my lighting's fucked up and it's annoying me. No, I don't know what to do. Saxton Hale reference. Yes, Australia is a fictional country, and none of us are real. I thought we were all aware of this. I thought we all knew. I thought we were all on the same page. Very sleepy, just like me for real. I mean, that's the thing. I'm just a regular-ass guy. I'm normal. I'm human. I'm sleep. You don't have chest hair in the shape of Australia, so clearly you're not Aussie. I mean, I fucking get rid of all that. If I didn't shave my chest hair, it would be fully in the shape of Australia, even with a little Tasmania over one or both of my nipples. Almost a nip slip? Technically, I'm allowed. Technically. Okay. Let's do some eye stuff. Let's do some eye stuff. What am I doing here? I feel like I haven't blended the powder in too well together. But I'm on camera, it's fine. If we're going by TF2 logic, you're probably a New Zealander. Ha 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 ha! God, I love Team Fortress comics. Team Fortress comics were like a weird... Like, there was such an interesting moment in time, and they will never happen again. Like, no other video game franchise is going to have, like, a vice grip on internet culture in the same way that Team Fortress had. Like, that is a once-in-a-lifetime franchise. You know what I mean? Like, that's not gonna... Like, that's never gonna happen again. Absolutely never gonna happen again. You can't tell people that Australia's fake, I need this job. Ha ha ha. I ain't saying shit. TF2 lore is absurd, I love it. Honestly, same here. Like, to me, fucking... What I love most about Team Fortress 2 lore is just how much they lean into it. Like, it's silly, it's ridiculous, but they play it completely straight, and like, that's my favorite thing in comedy. Like, my favorite thing in comedy is just having, like, absolutely fucking buck-wild characters, just played completely straight. Because what happens is you'll have these really outlandish comedic characters, and then eventually the story will get really serious, and then you'll get super sad. And the person who's making you sad is, like, the soldier from Team Fortress 2. Or, like, Bungus McCrimbo. God, I miss Bungus. It was one of my favorites. For Ethan, the me! How's the best emo doing? I'm doing well! I have to remind myself not to talk when I'm about to stab myself in the eye with a brush, because honestly, I almost made a very big mistake right now. By which I mean I almost put this, like, powdery little brush here, right into my cornea. Reminder, the cornea is just a hole, goes right back there. So if you plug up that hole with little particulates, you die. Ouch. The soldier from TF2. His name is Jane Doe. Fuck! Listen, I'm a fake Team Fortress fan. I should go read the Team Fortress 2 comics again. I feel like I go back and reread the Team Fortress comics, like, once every couple of months or so. Couple of months, what am I talking about? Like, once every couple of years or so. Like, every now and again, I'll remind myself that, like, yo, the Team Fortress comics were so funny. I'm deeply upset that there isn't more of them. And then I get sad, and then I read them all again, and then I get happy. And then I get sad because I get to the end. How's everyone doing today, and happy Halloween? Happy Halloween to you too, Wombat_DV2. It's not Halloween yet. Don't get my hopes up like that. No, don't worry about it. I actually just posted a strip from my last clean. No, a clip from my last stream. That's a better way of saying that. I posted a clip from my last stream, where I talked about Halloween in Australia, and the fact that we, like, don't really do it. So yeah, I don't have a lot of nostalgia for Halloween as, like, some Americans might have. Or North Americans, I should say. Or just other people from other countries, I guess. I got stabbed in the eye for surgery reasons a few weeks ago. Hell yes! I love it when all of my wonderful followers get stabbed for purely necessary medical reasons. I don't like it when my followers get stabbed for non-medical reasons that they do not wish to have happened. That reminds me, I posted on my Instagram story recently the phrase "I got stabbed" to show off the fact that I have pierced ears now. Look at that! Look at that little guy. He's got a metal little stud. He's studded now. I'm emo. And yeah, so like I posted it, and I posted the phrase "I got stabbed" like right underneath this ear piercing that I now have. And I got a couple of really concerned DMs, like, of people who were, you know, concerned for my well-being, thinking that I got knifed in an alleyway somewhere. And let me just say, if I was ever in a position to have been, like, stabbed on the street by a random, like, ne'er-do-well, for lack of a better term, if somebody actually did stab me in real life, my first instinct would not be to post it on my Instagram story with a mirror selfie. I would post a selfie of me in the hospital bed like a normal person, because that's how you farm engagement and likes. That's what you do when you're going through a medical emergency. You take a selfie in the hospital bed, you give it the caption, "Don't want to go into it, but I'm fine," and then you just let those comments roll in. It's free engagement, baby. As long as Ghostbusters season is always Halloween, hell yes. For me, I literally don't have a lot of nostalgia for Halloween. My family would never do Halloween because the day after Halloween is my birthday. And because of that, every Halloween night, we'd always go out for dinner, and I would get to choose the restaurant. I would get to choose the restaurant because it was my birthday the next day, and we'd go out for dinner so we wouldn't have to deal with the 4 families who took their kids out fucking trick-or-treating when nobody else did that shit. Literally like that Family Guy clip. Shh! Don't tell people I get all my bits from Family Guy. That'll ruin me. I'll be ruined. I'll be ruined. Hi, Ethan. Hello! YouTube user C. What's poppin'? I don't feel like I've got this even on both sides, so I'm just gonna... I love your Halloween costume. Thank you, YouTube user Ken Criddle. This is just how I look. I don't think I'm really gonna be, like, doing much for Halloween this year. I think it might just be... I think it might be a quiet at-home affair. I mean, I'm doing I'm already going to be doing a thing, like, before Halloween, where I'm going to teach some friends of mine how to do miniature painting. That's going to be fun. I'm going to finally use all those mini painting skills that I've harnessed over the years. You know what I mean? I was just thinking about makeup. It feels like I summoned you. Hell yes! YouTube user Ali K. I'm glad for that. I need to stab myself in the eyes right now. Where's my eye stabbing pen? Or should I say my eye stabbing pencil? Nope, that's a pen. Where is... Oh, God. Oh, there it is. My shit's a mess around here. Like, I'm literally just fucking rolling around in my own filth. Rolling around in my own filth is all I'm doing. Comedian whose entire routine is Family Guy bits. That's just Seth MacFarlane. And you know what? Good for him. He's earned it. Eye stabby stab. Okay, it's time for the stabby stab time. Let's see. Ugh! I'm just going to keep unsubtly pitching Dan, Dan, Dan. I don't know anything about anime, so you can do that all you like. Ooh. Are you a femboy not to be mean? Well, I didn't think it was mean until you said that. The thought never even crossed my mind. I'm just a weird little guy. I need to activate this pencil a little bit. Okay. Alright, there we go. Oh god. I feel like I need to invest in, like, a new eyeliner pencil. This one isn't really, like, working out for me right now. I mean, there's still lead in it, and I still can use it, but it's just not treating me right. It's like having a D20 that doesn't roll favorably. Like, it just makes me kind of want to get rid of it. You know what I mean? But no, I should use it, because it's not going to be... That'll help. I love weird little guys. I want to be one when I grow up. Hell yes. You could be a weird little guy now. Fuck. Alright, that's activated the charcoal. That'll give you a bit of extra coverage. Ooh, ow, warm, toasty. I think it needs to be sharpened now. I think I'm just, like, shoving wood splinters in my eye. See, the hard part about this being one of the most, like, important parts of the process is that, oh, yeah, I've really got to sharpen this. I'm really just, like, stabbing my eye with, like, wood splinters right now. But if I hold it just right, I can get some good coverage. And at the end of the day, ain't that's what's important. Oh god, my eyes look really lopsided now. I'm a weird little gal 24/7. That's right! Can I tell you a joke? YouTube user Ken Criddle, this is the internet. You can say anything that you want. But there may well be consequences beyond your reckoning and understanding. Everything you say will be taken very seriously. Do you understand me? Once you post a message in this chat, you will be judged accordingly, and the consequences will be doled out as they may. There is no going back. You have one chance. Impress me. To sharpen it, you need a knife. I got a knife somewhere. No! I'm not bringing out knives on stream. Again. I think last time I tried to sharpen it in a pencil sharpener, and that just did not go well for me. That didn't go well. Alright. I left for a second and I feel like I should be scared. You should! Okay. Okay. Ow. Oh yeah, I gotta fucking sharpen this. I swear, when it comes to eyeliner pencil specifically, it's like, I know, like, yeah, I could sharpen it, or I could get an entirely new one. And again, I know that's not the best way to think about things, but in my mind, I'm lazy. Okay. Alright, let's go to do this as quick as possible. Speedrun! Okay. Wow, I missed completely. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I really need to sharpen this. It's taking way longer than it needs to, and it's hurting me greatly. Okay. Ow, ow, ow. Ow, ow, ow. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, that's alright. Okay, now I'm even. Bro speedrunning eyeliner. Honestly, that was probably my first mistake. Ah. Speedrun. Looked over, entire eyeball is black. Honestly, my least favorite thing when it comes to makeup is, like, spilling the black eyeliner and then just having it goop into the whites of my eyes like the fucking Venom symbiote. I swear I've used that analogy like a million billion times. But even still, it helps. Where are you residing? Your accent is hard to decipher. I'm originally Australian, mate. That's where the voice is coming from. I don't think where I live now has any play into that. I mean, I've only lived in Canada for like a year or so, so it hasn't had the chance to completely, it hasn't had the chance to completely alter my way of speaking as of yet. Case in point, whatever the fuck just happened there. Okay. Let's see. Alright. I would love to hear your joke when I you're not getting it. That's the spirit! Born to wear chokers, forced to have sensory issues. Look, honestly, if it makes you feel any better, this thing is wicked uncomfortable right now. Like, it's really... It's really kind of weird, because it's really thick on the front, but it's really, like, thin around the back. And that's, like... I feel like I have to, like, rearrange it every, like, 4 seconds. And it always, like... ends up choking myself with it. You know what I mean? Alright. Adding that one to the list of fun noises that Ethan has made. Listen, I am just a man who makes odd noises, and that's it. You know what I mean? Okay. Where did you get the collar? I think this was an AliExpress buy, honestly. I think it was an AliExpress buy a million billion years ago, and I mean, it feels like it. It's just a simple piece of plastic. You know what I mean? Oh, of course it was. Yeah, listen, I've picked up a lot of, like, small plastic crap from AliExpress over the years. I try to go for more upscale brands, in more recent times. But you know what? Sometimes it's good to have something simple and cheap in your inventory. You know what I mean? Oh god, keyboard started freaking out. Yeah. I have ADHD. YouTube user Ken Criddle? I probably do too. I've never asked. I've never checked. Alright. I think you got the you know what I mean from me. I say that all the time. Really? I feel like that's always been a thing that I've said. Oh, son of a gun. That's fine. For some reason, I have, like, a hotkey on my keyboard that just, like, sends me to the abyss. Like, I feel like there was a purpose for this button at some point, you know what I mean? But I don't know what it is anymore. I always have a button that zooms in, and I always forget that I can do that. Probably because I got my fucking, like, mirror, like, sitting in front of me, so I can't actually, like, reach around it to press buttons. You know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? I say as I just slap everything on the keyboard. Alright. What am I doing? Okay. What do I want to do for eyeliner? Sorry, what do I want to do for eyeshadow? There's, like, I think I got a couple of options available to me. Do I want to go for something like natural and mute? Like that face you just made. My face just does weird shit all the time, alright? Like, Do you want to be friends? YouTube user Silas Reese, I don't know who you are. You're a stranger to me. Give it some time. Let it work up naturally. But also probably not, because I'm very bad at talking to strangers on the internet. This is probably like the #1 thing. Like, if you've been following me for a while, like, sometimes here is my process when it comes to engaging with people on the internet. Someone will leave me a comment or something, and I will go, "That's a nice comment." I have to think of a really interesting thing to say in response. And then 3 days later, I'm like, I've thought of a really interesting thing to say in response. It has been 3 calendar days, and if I say anything now, it'll be weird. Because instead of responding to their comment, I have made 3 random tweets about cheese. And now they'll know that I was putting that above responding to their very nice thing that they said to me. I don't know how human interactions work, and I don't know if that's obvious or not. I gotta hang around for the Ethan lore. Look, as much fun as we have, I don't think I have that much in the lore department. Like, I'm kind of just a weird little guy. I'm just sort of like out here, just sort of vibing. Salutations, YouTube user Julio. Hello, YouTube user Alyssa. What's going on? What's poppin'? We do love YouTube user Ambaddy in this house. Alright, what color do I want today? I think I might go for something more like natural and muted. See, that's kind of the thing that I'm dealing with right now. Really, I only have these 2 palettes with me, and the color combinations that I have with them are kind of limited. You know what I mean? Let's see. If you scream, I'll subscribe. I'm not doing that.
What am I, just some monkey to dance for your amusement? I'm here to have a wonderful time with my hobbies. I let you into my home. Grumble, grumble, grumble.
It is Ambaddy Appreciation Hours. It always is. Probably a red or blue will be nice. I think I'll go with the red. I think I did a red last time, though. You know what I mean? We're gonna have a stream featuring Ambaddy someday. She's always welcome to appear. She's always welcome to appear at a moment's notice. Will you dress like this when you're 60? Probably. Who's to say? Challenge level impossible because I'm a certified yapper. It's true! But we love her for it. Here, I'll go for the more... I'll try to put a bit of a sparkly base on here. See where that gets me. See where that bloody gets me. So how is life doing for you today? Life is doing pretty well for me today, YouTube user Starly. I mean, my day today was pretty much just like chores and miscellaneous bullshit. Like, this is literally the first quasi-interesting thing of note that I've done today. I went to the farmer's market and picked up some onions and capsicums to put them in my salad lunch shit that I ate today. Like, literally all I did was go buy vegetables. Am I wrong? Would you also paint minis? I do paint minis, YouTube user Grim Roten. I'm that guy. I'm the orc guy. Look at this orc that I did. That's not showing up at all. That's okay, it's a work in progress. I don't have any of my, like, Warhammer orcs on the table right now because I've been a clean boy and I put them all away. Although I will say, on the miniature wargaming front, I have taken a little bit of a palette cleanser from my orcs, and I have started painting... Where are they? Where did I put my boys? My boys? Where are you, my boys? There we go. Let's see if I can get these bad boys up. I've been taking a bit of a palette cleanser for my orcs, and I've been painting my Chaos Space Marines. He's still very much a work in progress. But yeah, I'm starting to get a few more of the base colors down on some of the Legionnaires that I've been painting. I'm in that really weird, like, awkward stage when it comes to mini painting, where like, all of the base colors are coming together, and it's like, I don't really like how this is looking right now. But I know that once the shading starts happening, once the dry brushing comes into play, then it'll all start coming together. I just need myself to trust the process in the meantime, and that's hard. You know what I mean? Little tip, instead of swiping or dabbing the eyeshadow on, try turning your brush in little circles. That is a wonderful idea. And I will try that, or I will immediately forget about it. Because I'm me, and there is nothing going on inside this brain. Nice outfit, Cat. Thank you, YouTube user Etize, Edize, Itazi. Let's see, let's sort of even this out a little bit. Ooh. Like, this isn't really a colorful shade. Like, it's really just like a very mute, dusty brown, or what have you. But I like the way it kind of looks. It's simple. Sometimes simple is all you need. Pink Chaos Space Marine. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, it's not, like, to me, it's not just like, ooh, pink, pink, pink. It's like, I specifically wanted to paint Emperor's Children for my Chaos Space Marine army, because I really liked reading the full Grim Horus Heresy book. He is one of my favorite Primarchs, not for the obvious reasons, but I love him because he's doomed by the narrative and an interesting character. What cruel a fate is it to be given a destiny that you physically cannot achieve? I love that color. Thank you, Art with Harper. I'm sort of coming around to it. It wasn't, like, immediately the sort of go-to color that I was looking for, but I like how it turned out. I feel like I'm a little bit washed out on the camera tonight, but that's fine. The lighting in here is always weird. Whatever works for you, as long as the product is what it works. Yeah, I feel like this eyeshadow palette that I have, it's I think it's more of a premium one than normally I go for. I think normally I go for some, like, pretty cheap one. Well, not cheap, but, you know, this was one that I think we got in a like, subscription service box, which, let's be real, is probably like the same as everything else. You know what I mean? What's the outfit and makeup for? Is it cosplay or just because you can? It's just because I can. I mean, I like doing makeup and stuff, but, like, I never really have a reason to half the time. Part of the time I just want to do it to, like, keep my skills going. You know what I mean? Yeah, I actually think I'm going to take this collar off. This is actually starting to, like, bug me. Look at this uninterrupted neckline. Yeah, that was really starting to piss me off, actually. Again, like, it's a cute choker and all that, but, like... Hold on. Yeah. Like, it's a cute choker and all that, but, like, the top part, or, like, the front part that goes around the front of your neck is really thick, and the back parts really aren't, so it's like... I have a big neck, and it's already, like, taken up most of the real estate, you know what I mean? Who thought this through? Oh. That's something I shouldn't have thrown that onto. What's wrong with you? Fuck, man, I don't know. You know what they say, practice makes perfect? That's exactly right. And you know what? Sometimes I just like to practice.
For the love of the game.
The red shade is really nice. Thank you, Toasted Goose. I'm glad it comes out as red. On my palette, it looks more of like a dusty brown. Maybe it's kind of one of those ones that, like, change depending on the light. Ooh, that would be fun. Okay, let's see. So I want to keep the eyelids proper, like, pretty sparkly. And then up the top, I think I'm just going to go... It's going to blend in. Oh, no, that brown's too dark. Or is it? Okay, hear me out. You are the best, beautiful. Thank you, YouTube user. Ebooks for free. I do enjoy free ebooks, so I might take you up on that. No, I like paying for my ebooks. Capitalist shill that I am, clearly. Taking up most of the real estate. That's a saying! It's just space. Takes up space. Takes up face space. Okay. Aw. I love when people like the stream, and it like pops up little hearts in the corner, and makes me go like, ooh! Ooh! What soundtrack is this? Jammin'? YouTube user C.C. This is the original video game soundtrack to the hit motion picture video game Hazelnut Hex. And if you're not playing Hazelnut Hex right now, then what are you doing? You gotta get your head in the game. Hazelnut Hex, available now on Steam and itch.io. Play it today. Get your head in the game. Can you tell one of my friends developed that video game?
I'm not biased at all.
Say nice things about Ethan while I'm gone. Yes, everyone has to be nice to me all the time. Love people being able to freely express themselves. That's exactly right! YouTube user Lord Reven. That's exactly what the Sith stand for. Which is where I assume Reven comes from. Darth Revan? Isn't that stuff? That's Star Wars, right? That's Star Wars. Get your ebooks from the library. I do need to look into that. I hear there is a very, like, easy and cheap way. Cheap being free, because it's a library. But I hear that there's a pretty, like, simple way to, like, get ebooks from your local library the same way you would get normal books, and I gotta look into that. I simply do. I simply gotta look into it. Okay. I love your vids, thank you, YouTube user Skull. I love that you love them, because I make them for you specifically, you know? Also, I don't know if this is, like, just on my end, but it does feel like there is a full, like... I think the latency has reverted to normal on my stream, so if it takes me 5 calendar minutes for me to respond to your comment, I'm not ignoring you. The internet just be like that. Oh my god, you're so pretty. Thank you, YouTube user Kai. I appreciate that. It's a very nice thing that you said to me. A man who is a complete stranger. That makes it sound like something you shouldn't do. You should always give people compliments. And I appreciate it very much. What a beautiful flower. Sincerely, Jose Antonio from Mexico. Thank you. I love getting love from Mexico. You just put it on your library card. Yeah, I've heard a lot about the library card stuff. I don't know if it's available in Canada. I think it might just be a US thing. But I hope it's available everywhere, because if it is, boy howdy. Well, actually, now that I think about it, like, ebooks aren't really my steez, you know what I mean? Like, I think I'm more audiobook than ebook, to be honest. I fucking love, like, loading up an ebook and... Literally just undoing what I said. I love loading up an audiobook and just, like, listening to it while I do other things. Total game changer. It's like a podcast that's planned out in advance. How cool is that? People tell me I can't call guys pretty, but I don't care if they're pretty, they're pretty. That's exactly right. No rules, just right. Right, I'm gonna head to bed. Get out of here, see? Have sweet and wonderful dreams. It is a wonderful night for us all. Oh! The zest is cray. We love zest in this house. Why do you do this? Why do I do this? Why do I do this? Why do I do this? Why? Oh. Because it's fun. Love your outfit. Thank you, Professor Lewis. I like it too. I like this top. It's surprisingly more comfortable than you might think it is. Like, you think it's probably, like, really, like, scratchy or something, but it's really... Get out of here. But it's really, like, flexible. It, like, hugs the body super well. It's actually, like, pretty fucking comfortable. Honestly, I'm gonna read like 3 more chapters of my book, then head to bed as well. It's 2 AM already. You should be in bed already! YouTube user Starly. I don't know how anybody stays up after 12 AM. Listen, if I'm awake after 9 PM, I start getting, like, cranky. And I know that about myself. I'm like, shit, I gotta get to bed, like, now. I am an old man, I have a strict bedtime of 9 PM. And that's just how I live, okay? It's 1 AM over here. Why aren't you in bed? It's a very cute top. I want one so bad. Well, you can't have this one. It's mine. You also probably don't want it because I've worn it a lot and it's sweaty. It's sweaty, okay? I didn't put lipstick on last time, but I'm gonna do it this time. Where did you get the top? I think this was a real old, like, AliExpress buy, honestly. Like, I think, like, when I first started experimenting with alternative fashion, I just bought, like, a shit ton of, like, simple stuff from AliExpress, and I still have a couple of them, like, rolling around. You know what I mean? You need a leather jacket. Vion, I do need a leather jacket, honestly. I mean, I've got some, like, I've got some cool black jackets, but nothing in the leather department specifically. You know what I mean? What parents are you wearing leather? Nope, I'm just wearing good old-fashioned jeans, baby. Ow. Now, I do have some, like, really nice, like, fake leather pants that are sort of like a stretchy leather kind of material. And I do like wearing those ones for, like, outfits and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't wear those nearly enough as I should. You know what I mean? Emo boy. That's me! I very much like the thing you do with the lipstick where you only put the black shade in your top lip. I also like doing that. And I'm about to do it again, and you might see this as I'm about to do it, but one thing I find when I do the, like, black lipstick only on the top, temporarily, I feel like I look like a cheap knockoff Salvador Dali. Like, it's literally, I'll just literally have, like, 2 streaks of black on my top lip, and it feels like I'm walking around like an 18th century, like, impressionist painter, like... Just imagine, like, a really, like, tiny curled mustache coming up there. You know what I mean? I'm a 41-year-old emo till I die? Hell yes! You're my favorite person ever. You're such an inspiration. Thank you, YouTube user Lou. I appreciate that. I'm very happy to hear that. What's your favorite color? YouTube user Angelica Urbanez. I have my favorite color being purple, which is the most human way that I could have said that sentence. I need you to know. I'm gonna use your style for inspo. It's so pretty. You are allowed. It's what I do. Your hand looks heavy. Can I hold it? That is... Listen, I know exactly what that line is trying to do, but I am constantly moving these things around. These are the lightest possible things that I could have. I'm so gesticulate when I talk, like, I'm out here just fucking doing wizard shit. My hands are not heavy. Try again. I love purple. Yes! Purple is a good color. Likes Fulgrim, likes purple? Shit, that makes sense. Aren't the fucking... I thought the Emperor's children were pink. Fuck. That's gonna be a problem if I've already started these guys. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna start putting the lipstick on now. Everybody talk amongst yourselves for a little bit, because, like, when I start putting on the top lipstick, it does mean that I have to, like, shut up temporarily. Which is unfortunate, because I'm a live stream, and, like, talking is, like, kind of what I'm supposed to be doing. But! Only gonna be temporary. I'm not gonna shut up forever. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, I'm gonna take, like, a big sip. To hydrate and yada yada. Gotta say, my favorite color is hex code FFD800. God, me too, man. MCR, I love MCR. I feel like I listened to My Chemical Romance, like, a bit when I was a teenager. Not as much as you probably thought I would, given the circumstances. Just giving roleplay amongst yourselves like a D&D game. Yeah, just talk amongst yourselves for a little bit. Okay. Alright, here we go. Ugh. Okay. I'm stressing myself out now. Like, I don't know why I do this. Like, I put so much emphasis on, like, this part of the process that I'm just like, oh god, I think I'm gonna fuck up now. I think I'm fucking... Everything's fine. It's like I got a little Salvador Dali mustache, you know what I mean? Because normally I go, like, down the sides, and then I connect it in the middle. But now I'm just, like, rolling around here, like, stupid. Mm-hmm. What do you think? What do you think? Okay, what's the debate that was happening while I was gone? Clowns versus mime, who wins? See, that's a really interesting question. I feel like in the like galactic battle of clownery versus mimery, I feel like clowns have a significant Bugs Bunny style advantage, in the sense that like Bugs Bunny can like feasibly do anything, provided that it's funny, right? Like, he can break reality, he can break physics, he can survive falling off the Empire State Building if he lands with a big splat and turns into a pancake afterwards. You know what I mean? However, I feel like mimes also have the really unique ability of creating invisible objects and structures with their mimery. Like, you know, if they do the thing where it's like, ooh, there's a wall there, a wall is there. Like, by the law of clownery, like, that kind of has to happen, right? So, I think that potential that mimes have, as in the ability to, you know, sort of create things that aren't there by the dark magic of their mimery, I think that's the only thing that can kill a clown. Because mimery in itself is another form of clownery. So, like, clowns are the only things that can kill each other. And traditional clowns, because they sort of operate in this whimsical, sort of jovial way, where it's like, oh, you know, I'm funny, I'm goofy, I'm like falling down, falling on my face, and it's all gonna be fine. I don't think they expect to be put in a life or death situation. It's kind of like being Superman. If you're Superman, you don't really need to train, because you're fucking Superman. You can stop a bank robber, like, people can, like, shoot you in the chest, and you'll be fine. But the second Superman comes up and has to fight, like, General Zod, who, in and of himself, is also a Superman, now Superman's like, well, shit, I've sort of just been, like, coasting on my laurels this entire time, because I have all these superpowers, and I've never needed to push myself in any capacity. So, like, now I'm actually fighting something that can feasibly kill me, and I don't know what to do. Because I've just been going around here like, oh, I'm gonna be fine no matter what. Much like a clown knows that they cannot be killed by conventional means. Because if you try to shoot a clown, it's just gonna make a fart noise and his, like, lapel flower's gonna spritz, because that's how clowns work. I'm literally watching my concurrent viewers drop in real time the longer I talk about clowns. This is everything I've wanted in life. Like, I straight up have, like, like a line graph that's going on of, like, concurrent viewers, and I can tell from the moment that I started talking about clowns, it went like, ooh. I fucking love the internet. This guy gets it. This. Listen, I have a lot of strong opinions on clowns, okay? I've been thinking a lot about it. I think about clowns a lot. You know what I mean? This weird-looking guy gives logical discussion on nonsense, internet personified. Listen! I know what I'm about, and I'm the kind of guy who thinks too deeply about things that fundamentally do not matter. You know? Like, I go on tirades. I'm one of those internet guys who go on tirades about random shit, but instead of going on tirades about, like, I don't know, immigration or the woke mob, I go on tirades about bullshit that, like, doesn't mean anything in the grand scheme of things. Like, I could talk to you at length about why I hate the fuzzy little marsupials known as raccoons, and how I deeply distrust them because they have too much cognitive understanding about the world around them that I think a beast, which is the category of creature that they are, should have about anything? I can't do the raccoon spiel again. Like, again, that's just like I've trod that ground before, and people know that me and raccoons have a strenuous relationship. Do you go out dressed like that? I mean, like I don't just walk down the street all like dossed up. What am I, a fucking operating system? No, like I do all of the old-fashioned stuff that I do is very much like a, you know, kind of like a hobby sort of thing for me. I don't walk down the street in it, mostly because I'm lazy. And like I've been streaming for like what, fucking an hour now ish, and I've only got like this far. There's like more I could do. And I don't want to spend an hour getting ready. I want to throw on a pair of jeans and a set of tracky dacks and just walk down to the milk bar and fucking get a loaf of bread. I like just sprinkling in Australianisms here and there just to throw people off. Your Honor, raccoons are just little guys. Listen. I don't trust them. I don't trust raccoons. I love your outfit. Thank you, YouTube user SVM. I like yours too. I can see it through your phone. You sound like you know a raccoon personally and they wronged you. It's not that I know a raccoon personally. It's more that the first raccoons that I encountered in North America ever since that I moved here, the first raccoons that I encountered had too much of a cognitive understanding of the world around them, and that sort of set me off. Like, my first encounter with a raccoon was literally like walking down the road, it crossing the street, it crossing the footpath in front of me out of someone's house, it turning to look at me, looked at me with its little eyes, and then it turned its head and it kept going. And here's the thing that really fucked me up about that, okay? This raccoon looked at me, it saw me, and realized I was no threat to it. Now, when you think about creatures in the animal kingdom, there is a hierarchy. Literally, like, survival of the fittest. That's how the world of the beasts work. If you are big, you kill the little guy, and you eat the little guy. That's how animals work, right? Humans, we are animals. We have society and language and communication and all that, like yada yada yada, etc., etc. But the animals don't know that. To animals, we are just like a big thing. We are a biped, we are mammalian to some degree, we have mostly skin with a little bit of hair, and that's what they should understand, right? An animal should look at me, go, oh, that thing is very big, incredibly ambulatory. If it were to fight me, I would die. So therefore, I'm gonna, like, leave it to its own devices, okay? Now, a mountain lion would not have the same reaction. A mountain lion would look at me and go, oh, I could fuck that thing up, so therefore I'm going to try and do that. And that's fine. I accept that. But this raccoon looked at me, looked me up and down, judged me as a living, breathing entity, and goes, that thing is big and could kill me, but I know that it's not going to, and that's what upsets me. Raccoons should not be able to understand that about people. Raccoons should not be able to look at a person and go, that is no threat to me, not because it physically couldn't be, but because I know that it will not attack me because it is a coward. It is afraid of me, and they're right. If you don't like raccoons, why do you dress like one? That is an excellent question, honestly. Next stream is going to be all like fucking pastel goth because I can't give them any credit. I simply can't. I wore the same outfit to work today. YouTube user D, you have a cool job, man. My dog is the size of a raccoon, but he would literally eat a child if he could. Yeah, and that's what a dog should think. Oh, this thing is small, I could consume it for power. That's why you don't leave dogs around kids. I got that done in like one swipe, you know what I mean? Happy Halloween! Hell yeah! Halloween's not for like another week away, but that's fine. Honk honk. Yeah, we keep his ass inside. Sometimes it goes for full-grown men. Listen, dogs have their own personality and opinions, you know what I mean? Someone help me get something to eat. Go to Taco Bell, my friend. Mostly because I can't. What will you be for Halloween? Fuck, I don't know. I don't put too much thought into Halloween, because, like, we don't really, like, have that back in Australia. Oh, we do have it. We don't really celebrate it all that much. I feel like one day I'm going to be invited to, like, an upscale Halloween party sort of thing. And then I'm going to have to start thinking about Halloween as a concept, as an entity. Right now, I've never needed to, like, you know, do a Halloween costume. Fuck. Now I'm dropping shit left and right. No! It's rolling away from me. It's rolling away from me. Hi from Canada. Hello from Canada back. YouTube user Tasty Cool. Same hat. Yeah, but everyone will hate you if you trick and treat in Australia. That's absolutely right. That's right. Do you have a date? Yes, I do, Elliot De La Cruz. It is 27/10/2024. Ah, fuck, that hurt. We did Angel and Devil last year, but it was very casual. Yeah, it was very casual. Like, I've never really had to do, like, a costume, I don't think. Actually, no, that's a lie. One time actually, no, this wasn't even Halloween. This was just, like, a costume party that I went to. I went as the Beach Trooper from LEGO Star Wars, which is literally just me wearing a Stormtrooper helmet and a pair of board shorts. I have the image somewhere. I can dig it up somewhere. I might post it on, like, Blue Sky after this. But yeah, it was literally just like, oh, fuck, I'm an adult who's been invited to a costume party. Shit. I'll just use shit that I have around the house. You need to turn down the queue? Never! Hold on, I can do this. Oh, no, I can't do that. That hurts my neck. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, I can't do that. Star Wars. Specifically, I dressed up as the Beach Trooper from LEGO Star Wars. The Stormtroopers that are all chilling out in that hot tub. Okay, let's see. Ah, no! Ooh! No, it looks like a little mole thing. That ain't too bad, actually. Oops. I don't know what's going on, but sick fit. Thank you, Synthzid. Alright, hold on. Mascara. Oh! Mascara's underrated. I feel like I gotta use it more often. Really highlights my long cow lashes. Happy accidents, that's right. My entire life is a happy accident. I'm just
Stumbling on the one piece of good fortune to the next.
The eyeshadow is eating. Thank you, YouTube user Shrek Lover. Bee emoji? No, it's a fairy emoji. Never mind. I got it wrong. Are Juggalos still around? Juggalos are fucking out there. Like, they are... they're still kicking. I don't get Juggalos, but you know what? I didn't grow up in America, and I didn't grow up in the 90s, so I'm sure they have their own wonderful culture. It feels weird to me that, like, the term Juggalo is, like... It's like a subculture based around a single band, right? Like, shouldn't that just be called, like, Insane Clown Posse fans? Like, Juggalo seems like a very specific term. Like, I don't understand the etymology. Well, I don't understand entomology because that's the study of bugs. I don't understand the etymology of the word and where it came from. But you know what? I love the fact that it exists. Stab my eye. That was a genuine grunt of fear. I feel like on the weekends, I gotta start doing these things earlier, because, like, I'm gonna get off after having this stream. I'm gonna get off this stream when it's done, and it's gonna be like, ah, yes, what a successful makeup stream. Time to immediately have a shower and take all of it off. What makeup look are you going for? That is an interesting question, shadowlove.n. I was just kind of vibing, and then I'd let whatever happen, happen. I have, like, only a small selection of my stuff in my arm's reach at the moment, so I was literally just, like, vibing and grabbing whatever. You know what I mean? Did you make the corset yourself, or is it something you bought online? I bought it on the internet. I think I bought it from AliExpress. I think pretty much everything that I got is from AliExpress, except for this, what do you call it? Harness? I got that from Dangerfield back in Australia. I love Violent J. Insane sentence, but I believe it. His daughter came out as a furry and he had to make a fursuit so he could go to cons with her. Not only that, I think there's actually another layer to that story. So Violent J, the clown man from the Insane Clown Posse, his daughter was a furry. His daughter ordered a fursuit from somebody, got scammed. He then, like, took recommendations from the community about a new fursuiter that they could commission. They commissioned them, got a new fursuit, and then he got a fursuit as well, so he could go to furry cons as well. So, like, Insane Clown Posse guy, kinda rad. I'm not super not a fan of their music. It was absolutely not my taste, but you know what? To each their own. I'd call it a harness. Yeah, this is like a harness thing, you know what I mean? How often do you encounter dangerous or deadly animals in Australia? Is it scary as it seems? You get used to it after a while. Like, you know, and see, the thing that you have to understand is that sometimes when a spider is bigger, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's more deadly. So, like, usually when a spider is big, sure, it can kill you, but with its size and scale comes a slowness. It's like a video game enemy, you know what I mean? Like, if a video game enemy is, like, really huge, it's gonna be super slow, and its attacks are gonna be really hard to dodge. So even if they do a bunch of damage, you can get out of the way, like, super easy. You know what I mean? Same with spiders. When they're really big, they're really hairy, they can't really move that quickly, so they'll, like, lumber up towards you, and then you'll just move away, you know? That's why they always hide on the backside of, like, a toilet paper roll in an outhouse, so when you slap it to get the toilet paper and, like, start pulling it down, it goes whee onto your skin, and that's how it gets you. That part wasn't fake, by the way. That's where redback spiders live. Come to Australia, it's great. I hate the music, but I like the community. They're actually really nice people. That's honestly, like, that's what you need. Sometimes You just need a community of, like, fun little guys to hang out with. Tasmanian Devil, best Aussie animal. That is true. We do love the Tasmanian Devil in this house. It's very Hyrax core, you know? Tasmanian Devils are just Australian Hyraxes. There, I said it. I said it! What are you gonna fucking do about it? Always check your boots. That's bloody right. Like, that's... If you want to avoid spiders, check your boots. Because, like, they like to live in there. Because it's nice and safe and dry. And so... They just live in your boots. You gotta shake them out upside down so all the spiders fall out. Birds are evil in my opinion. When I was in Australia, it was swooping season. So the birds were actively trying to kill you. That's another thing people... I need to stop touching that. That's another thing people won't tell you about birds in Australia. They will go out of their way to fucking annihilate you. Like, there was literally signs that they had up in my neighborhood back when I was in Australia. It's like, hey, it's swooping season, y'all. Like, keep an eye out. Like, they didn't recommend you do anything, because there's, like, nothing you can do to stop a magpie from, like, doing a dive bombing run and attempting to take out one of your eyes. Like, normally when you have government PSAs about dangerous wildlife, it's like, watch out, there's snakes in the area. Always wear tall boots. Watch your step. If you see something on the ground, move away slowly. But when it comes to swooping birds, it's just like, there's a nest up there. The birds are gonna try and get you. There ain't really shit you can do about it, mate. Like, that we're telling you, and then whatever happens next is up between you and your god. What's your deal? First time here? I mean, I'm just hanging out doing makeup, my friend. I think I'm pretty good for that. I don't think I'm gonna do eyeliner, because honestly, I can't be bothered. Do you have squirrels in Australia? We do not. No, we don't have squirrels. However, our possums are kind of squirrel-like. Like, we don't really have the, like, gray, long-nosed, like, pointy-teeth possums that North America has. Our possums, otherwise known as... I need to stop touching the microphone. Our possums, also known as ringtail possums, are like these tiny little, like, brown squirrel-like things that just sort of vibe and go their own way. So we sort of have quasi-squirrels, if you think about it. Seagulls are aggressive, they get so territorial. I mean, North American seagulls fuck with me because those things are way bigger than they need to be. Australian seagulls are like these tiny, frail birds. They're like, ooh, I only have one leg. Give me a chip, please. And they're like holding their leg underneath their body so like it looks like they only have one leg because they know how... They know that gets them sympathy from people. That fucks with me too. Like, birds know how to con humans, and I don't trust that. I don't trust that. I love snakes. A lot of people do. But in Australia, you have to be very wary of them. Because they out there. They out there. Ringtail and bushtail possums. Sorry. There's a lot of possums we have in Australia. You look like a person who follows their dreams. I admire that. I spent 50% of the free time that I had today playing Bloons Tower Defense 6 and sitting on a tiny couch that I have in the corner of my house, affectionately referred to as the cuck chair, because it's kind of just out of the way in there. That's what I did with my day, and if that's somebody who sounds like they're following their dreams, those are my kind of dreams, baby. But no, half of my day was literally like doing grocery runs and doing like chores and stuff like that. I cleaned all the dishes in the kitchen, and I feel like a big man because of it. I put it off for a long time, and I really meant to do it. Like and sub 5, sure. We got another one! Hell yeah! Ow. I feel like we could hang for the couch an hours talking about shit. Like, listen, yapping is all I do. Like, fucking, I'm a guy on the, I make videos on the internet. I yap. Like, that's my job. It's not actually my job, but it could be. Get a membership to ethan.com on YouTube to... I don't even think I don't have YouTube memberships up yet. Like, what would I do with them? What would I do? Exclusive Ethan Remember they did COVID to swap the birds' batteries without us noticing? That's exactly right. Birds aren't real, and they've been tricking us this whole time. I have a lizard and he's a great boy. Wish I could have a snake, but my mom's terrified. Listen. If you're gonna get a snake, everybody in the house kinda has to be cool with the idea of having a snake running around. That's just sort of how it is. And you know what? It's probably best for the snake, too. Like, if I was the owner of a snake, which I am not, to my knowledge at the very least, if I owned a snake, I would have to make sure that everybody in the house that I lived with was cool with owning a snake. And Batty, I don't know if you're in the chat still. Can we get a snake? I should probably just ask that. Ah, good night, YouTube user Nazareth Joseph. Sweet dreams. What's that? We can get a snake. I mean, I'm just checking to see if we could own a snake, theoretically. That is true. We can't get a snake that means that we would that would put our very small dog in danger. Yeah, that is true. Well, like that. You can get those there. You know what? I do understand that we. Seen them in real life. We could get a boa constrictor if we were in America, but. Well, we couldn't. Oh, that's true. But they're the cool ones. I want a big snake. I don't actually want a big snake. I don't actually want a big snake. I'm lying on the internet again. Is that your partner? Yes, I do. Listen, I need to check with everybody in the house before I buy a big, cool snake. You know what I mean? Is that one top or two tops cleverly layered? It is one top and a harness over it. I basically just, like, take shit and then put other shit on top of it. Like, it's literally just... It's two things. I'm very cold. Wow. Alright, I don't know. I think I'm keeping it fairly simple today. Like, I don't think... It's too late for eyeliner at the moment. It's, Sometimes I like to do sometimes I just like to stick with eyeshadow. Like, I don't always need eyeliner. Actually, you know what? Just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna... Because I don't want to do, like, a full, proper eyeliner, I think I'm just gonna smash some black over my top lids and just, like, add a bit of darkness to it. Really make it pop. Yes, we would also have to feed the snake bugs and rats, which I think would be upsetting to some people in the house. I had to take care of a friend's gecko once. I had to feed it lots of bugs. Problem was, all the bugs were still alive. So it really was just like putting up other animals to their deaths. It was a little upsetting for me, but you know what? Circle of life, baby. Add a bit of darkness. I feel like I'm keeping it simple today. Liar. I like to be extra, what can I say? Ugh, need a haircut though. I'll get one eventually. There's a snake channel I watch, and the guy is a very skinny, aggressive snake. He calls the belligerent zip tie. Oh god. I absolutely love, like, wildlife freaks. Like, there's this one guy who keeps popping up on TikTok who just, like, grabs wildlife animals, like, straight from the vine. It's like, hey guys, here I am in South America. Ooh, this looks like a funny little crocodile. A yoink. I love the yoink guy. That's probably a better way to describe him. You know what I mean? Ooh, you're pretty, thank you, YouTube user Millard Ahmed, in brackets Mel. I appreciate that. Is that the fellow with the boom slang? You can't just make up words in my chat. That's my job. Only I'm allowed to make up words. The guy in the Florida Everglades looking for the swamp puppies. That's exactly right! It's Swamp Puppy Guy. Ooh, River Puppy. Yoink! I love the fact that we're all so terminally online that I can just say internet stuff and people just know what I'm talking about. It's a little bit upsetting to some degree, but you know what, in the grand scheme of things, I like that we all have this collective consciousness of just, like, mania. I love the guy in TikTok who picks up the Florida animals. I fucking... See, that's what I'm saying. Those are the kinds of, like, nature guys that I love. Like, they just do not give a shit. Alright? Like, everybody online's always like, oh, Australian spiders, they'll get you, I'm terrified. Wait. There are also people out there who are just like, ooh, yoink. Pick them up. Oh, I'm gonna grab a bird out of the fucking sky. I did that once. The bird was swooping right for me, and I just panicked and just went, huh! And, like, I don't know if you've ever been in a position where you have ended up accidentally holding a bird, but if you have ever put yourself in that position, just know that you and the bird have the same facial expression, which is crazy, because birds don't have facial expressions. I got swooped by, like, some manner of bird. I think it was, like, a fucking crazy pigeon or something. Panicked, swiped, ended up grabbing it, and, like, when you hold a bird in such a way that it cannot move its wings, it just sort of stays there, like... And so I'm just sitting there, like, holding a bird, looking at it like... And then that's just a special little moment that we shared together. The end of that story is quite deeply upsetting because I'm like, well, I don't want to be holding this anymore. Fly, bird! And I threw it up in the air and he fell. He ended up flying away, but he did fly up and then hit the ground and then fly away. Which, listen, I'm not a bird expert. I didn't know that was gonna happen. If I did, I would have done something different. But I just figured that if you have a bird in your hand, you can just let it go into the sky and it will know what to do. It's the genetic sense memory that Assassin's Creed taught me about. A bird landed on my head at school and then it kept coming back and like, oh. See, birds know how to have friends. They remember people. Or I might be thinking about crows specifically. Like, crows remember. And that fucks with me. All that shit. I was a bird whisperer as a kid. I mean, I feel like birds are pretty easy to manage. Like, you have some, like, corn, you have some grain or something, and they love you. Can't get enough of you. Just coat your body in bread, walk down the fucking road like a chicken schnitzel, I think they'll be all over you. Listen, what can I say? I'm a captivating guy. I also just yap about stuff. That's my superpower. You know what I mean? I aspire to be like a crow in every way. Honestly, that's such a good life goal. I mean, it's all you need. Clad in black, like, goth as hell, the ability to make a really weird noise out of your larynx. Like, that's crow life, baby. Wait, I probably should explain. Australian crows sound different. I know that maybe if you live in North America or if you've, like, grown up with, like, American TV or something like that, you probably think about crows as, you know, doing, like, the caw, caw. That's an awful sound to make. But, yeah, if you go to Australia and you see a crow, the noise that they make is ah, ah. I hope to God that's when I get, like, a sudden influx of 100 people. Just me sitting there, me watching me sit there and make the noise of... After I'm done here, Google Australian Crow noise on YouTube.com. You're already on YouTube, so fucking whatever. Google it, and you will find a video, probably the same one that I think about every goddamn time I think about this. It'll be a crow with these beady white eyes. That's the other thing. They have these, like, white eyes that are just, like, dots on their head. Like, American crows, sleek, graceful, solid black, mysterious, quoth the raven nevermore. Australian crows, fucking Looney Tunes characters, man. Might head out, got a big boy test later today. Get out of here, get some sleep. Get that good test. Test well. That's a sentence. I'm sticking with it. That's a good little Raven. Thank you. I've been practicing really hard on my Raven impression, honestly. I gotta go eat. Get out of here, Kai. It was nice having you. Thanks for hanging out. Speaking of eating, I think I'm gonna wrap it up there for now tonight. Like, again, I think it's gonna be pretty simple for me tonight. So yeah, this is the look that I've gone with. I mean, most of my work when it comes to the looks is like the outfit and everything like that, but in terms of makeup tonight, I'm keeping it simple, keeping it easy, keeping it breezy. Much like I hope you're having an easy, breezy, beautiful Sunday afternoon. Or evening. Maybe it's Saturday where you are. Fucking, I don't know. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Thank you, Melon Ahmed. Thank you for the subscription. I completely lost my train of thought throughout that sentence there. I was so close to saying Subway sandwich, you have no idea. Maybe I'm just hungry. You know what? That sounds like it makes sense for me. You know what I mean? Love the stream. I'll be back. Thank you, YouTube user Bex. It was wonderful having you around. It was wonderful seeing all of you. But for now, I'm going to deactivate, unwind, take a step back, eat some food, probably paint some miniatures some more. You know what I mean? Like, I think I've still got a bit of work that I can do on this little guy here. Like, I gotta paint him up a little bit more, probably. Oh, God. Chaos Space Marines are hard to paint, okay? And he's in the weird sort of, like, halfway phase where some of the base colors are down, but they need to be fixed up, and, like, the gold trim needs to be high... Burn it all down. Start again. I love mini painting. Would love to do it someday. I tried Subway for the first time and it tasted awful. That's Subway, baby! Good night, Internet! Where the fuck is my... Alright, that's the off button. Okay. Now, I think when I press the off button, it should actually stop this time. Crazy that that's a setting that I had to, like, you know, program, but... Whatever.